Hey, you guys, surprise. I'm live here in our Facebook group and I'm with Colleen.
Hi, everybody.
Hi. We wanted to bring you, I wanted to bring you this client interview because so much of what I talk about in the mentorship, it's coming from me. I don't want it to only come from me. I want you to hear stories from women just like you. So if you are joining live, oh, it's Olga. Hi, Olga. Oh my God, Olga. Hi. So if you're joining live, awesome. I'm glad you're here. Replay, hashtag replay. I want you to hear different stories from women just like you on this journey of figuring ourselves out, but especially navigating diet culture, the impacts of diet culture, and how I have revealed in the last few days, specifically on day number 4. If you haven't gotten there yet, it's okay. You're exactly where you need to be. It's fine. We talk about how pervasive diet culture is, that we just live in it. We swim in it. We don't even know it's a problem until it becomes a problem. And that is why you and I have connected. And why, right? So meet Colleen.
Hello. Hi, everybody.
So I want Colleen to share a bit about her story, specifically around the diet, food, body image, all that stuff. And then eventually how Colleen and I, our universes collided at some point.
Yes, they did, right? As all magic does.
Yeah.
So, my name's Colleen. Hi, everybody who I know and who I don't know. Thank you for taking the time to listen to us. If you're a woman, right, you've been hit by the diet culture, and it started, just even being a little kid, watching my mom eat cottage cheese and fruit, what is that about, or whatever. And so you get into that mode of, oh, you have to watch your weight, you have to do this and that. I always felt like I had a chubby, round face, and people would call me, maybe my sister, would call me chubby checker, and it was hurtful, and then you start changing your eating behaviors and stuff like that, and does it work, does it not work? You try to find your own way, you don't want to get bullied, you don't want to get picked on, and then things happened in my life. My sister, she had a lot of issues. I don't know if Doreen's on here or not or whatever, but anyway, hope you don't mind me saying this if you did. But, she just got extremely thin, and that was recognized as something bad. And that's all I knew. I was a kid. I just knew that being thin was really bad. So I started packing on the weight because, hey, let's eat ice cream. Let's do this because then my parents will think I'm good. You think this way, right?
You're a kid. You don't know how to your brain doesn't really connect, and you don't really know. You're just trying to be loved. That's really, right? Trying to fit in. What do I need? What do I need to do to fit in and make sure my family loves and accepts me?
Yes.
That's really it.
So everybody's story is probably a little bit different, but you've all had that kind of thing. So, and then I didn't want any negative attention. So I just kept doing what I was doing and getting all the, not praise, but it was taking it off of my sister also. What I'm saying is it's messed up. My views of it were messed up. I did lose a lot of weight as I got older. Older meaning older from a kid. So when I was a teenager going into even high school, lost a lot of weight, felt really good, got attention for that. But that was positive attention. So I felt people thought I was fat and chubby and made fun of me when I was heavier. Now I'm getting positive attention. So I was I always have to be thin or else no one is going to talk to me. Yep. No one's going to like me. I had somebody come up to me, I still remember it. I was 14. They're ugly fat girls should be dead.
Wow.
And I'm
whoa.
What do you say?
Yeah.
I was going about my business having a great time. You know what I mean?
Oh my God.
And then somebody says that to you and it's
And at 14?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's
See, that's
hurtful.
really hard because at 14... Everything matters, and you can't see very far ahead. So
No.
it's the immediate, and like you can't even think to outside of high school, right?
No.
You're just like trying to survive right within
Right.
that, and you
Right.
take everything on at that point as truth. It's really hard
Yeah.
to question. And
So I made sure my portions were teeny tiny. I don't know if I was healthy, but I was thin. I looked good. I don't know. And I started working out when I was 17. My other friend Dana, another Dana, who might be on here, might not be on here, she got me going to the gym. I was like, oh, this is great,
us Danas, I don't know.
Right? But again, I think I told the story last time we made it on live. Like, she made me go to the gym with her. I didn't want to go. And then that was the first and last date she ever went. And I'm still going.
It was just pass the baton.
40 years later? No, I don't know what it is.
That's funny. See, you just had to be the catalyst for you to get to
Yes,
going.
exactly. So there's good in everything, right? So weight and food has always been a mystery, and it's never been about eating. It's never actually been about the food, but I didn't know that. And then years later, I was taking a spin class, and I don't know if Wendy's on here or not, but I was working out at the gym, and then she wanted to try spinning, and I had gotten out of spinning for a little while. She's like, oh no, let's go. I can only go Fridays. And this lovely lady was teaching, and I just fell in love with your style, your personality,
taste
your
in music. We have like the same taste in music.
Yeah,
so.
I said we're like dressed to go to a concert tonight.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Wishful thinking, manifesting.
Yeah, exactly. We're drawing in. Although we do have Green Day tickets.
We do.
In August.
That's coming up. Yeah. But so again, like, you don't know how it's going to come, but coworker of mine, had me come to your class, and then I think she might be in the group, but I just kept going, and that's how Dana and I kind of got to know each other.
Yeah.
They invited me out to dinner, like little things like that, and then I just kept hanging around, and I kept following Dana.
From
she
gym
kept
to
going
gym.
to different gyms, and I'm like, wait, I gotta cancel
where are
this
you now?
membership. All right, wait, should I get a clause? Like, if Dana moves, it's okay to leave or whatever, So anyway, I've been a stalker.
She's like a groupie.
Right? Exactly. She's one of my favorite artists. I follow her around. And so then, flash forward. There's a lot of in-betweens in that flash forward, but I've been going through a lot of stuff in the last couple of years. Different living situation, or just not getting what I want and need. And I've noticed that I was gaining weight. I was not feeling good. Forget about the weight. I was feeling heavy overall in my life, right? So, and Dana and our friends, we talk all the time. And then, that's when, you were telling me about this mentorship group, or the Mind Fit group. And I do have faith in everything you do, because she's never steered me wrong, and all the, how am I, 25, 26, I don't know. It's
a long time.
1996.
I was going to say, 96 with that first spin class. So,
So it's been a long time, and you've never steered me wrong. So I was like, you know what? This is the time to do it. And
So when was that, when you officially joined the mentorship?
March 13th.
March. Oh, look at you and your dates. Of course you knew the date.
Right.
I'm like terrible with dates. I barely remember my own birthday.
Sunday.
She surprised me on my birthday last
that was
year.
fun.
Everything was like COVID lockdown then, and she's like hiding out in the car, and I come and I was like, what? There's balloons, there's like leggings she gave me. I was like,
fun.
you.
That was a fun day.
That was really fun.
Part of my thing is surprising and delighting people, and it makes me as happy.
Yeah. Oh my God. I was like, made me cry in a good way, in a really good way. But we've known each other for a really, really long time. So you decided the mentorship in March. And the thing is too, it's here. Like, I want you guys to know about it. I am never about selling anyone on it.
Right.
It is not about that at all. It's there if you want it and you're ready. I am not going to force you on your journey. It is nothing like that. You have to arrive at it. It has to be like I'm understanding more and more and more. So you arrived at that place.
Yes.
And she was ready to say yes to herself.
Yes. And I don't think I would have been able to do it earlier, later. Like, the timing was just right. Like, when you feel like nothing that's currently out there is working. You know, maybe something is working for you, but I haven't found anything that was consistent, steady, because I kept focusing on the wrong problem for me. Right?
Yeah.
Like I kept thinking, like even halfway through that, I'm like, Dana, like why can't I put this candy bar down? Or like, what the hell? Like I was still focusing on the areas that I thought was wrong. Like, oh, well, I'm heavy because I'm eating too many Milky Ways.
Yeah, like the sugar. It's about the sugar. It's about the... And I said,
yeah,
I know, it's not.
Right.
We're going to uncover it. Keep showing up to the calls.
Right.
We're going to get there.
Like, okay.
It'll be revealed when you're ready.
Right. Exactly. And it does get revealed. And do you want me to go into...
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, keep going, because I
Yeah.
know anyone who's watching this, like, get to the good, juicy stuff.
So, like, you know, Dana says, you'll hear her say, it's never about the food. It's not about the food. And I'm like, but then how come, like, what? Like, obviously I eat food, you know?
Yeah, this is the result of food.
Right. But after doing the work and really diving in with these modules and, like, I got so much out of it. Like, all of a sudden it just hits you like, oh, wait a minute. No, I'm eating because of... And there's 400 different reasons why you're eating. It's not because the candy bar tastes good. Yes, maybe that's reason one. But
yeah, it could taste good.
But it could taste good and you could leave it there. It's all the emotions. Am I protecting myself? Am I avoiding looking at something so I can make food the problem? Because if food's the problem, there's a million diet cultures out there who can support me and say, hey, if it's food, I can help you with food.
Yeah.
That only lasts until it doesn't last, right? So really diving in and getting behind the psychology of it was huge for me. And the thing that hit me the most was if I truly cared about myself, my well-being. I have tissues here because I've been crying like every day. Yeah. Because it's a beautiful experience.
It is. It really is.
If I truly realize that I care about myself and I love myself, then I'm not going to poison myself with something that's not good for me. Poison might be a strong word, right? But that's how I almost thought of it. Like, why am I hurting that little 14-year-old?
Yeah.
Or,
yeah.
You know what
it's
I mean?
the abuse. It's like, why am I abusing?
Why am I doing that same kind of abuse when, like, if I just really took the time to love myself and know that I'm worth feeling good. I'm worth feeding myself outstanding food.
Yeah.
You know, and if pizza's outstanding to me, freaking-tastic.
Yeah.
If kale is outstanding to me, great.
Yeah.
You know, but, and then also, like, I'm still working on this. Like, this is a new revelation. And what Dana has said, which is so freeing, is that just sit with it. Just observe it. Just see how it feels. Knowing that. And like, if I eat too much, I don't like how I feel. And oh my God, I'm in like a food coma right now. Like, why am I going to put myself through that? So that's what I'm observing right now. It's not a perfect, it's definitely a practice and it's a lifelong practice, but that's the key also, like, lifelong. I can do this my whole entire life. I can have a support system. Oh my God, guys, like there's the Tuesday calls. Like I talk to so many people. I've made friends with people I never would have made friends with. Like,
it's like so, serious bonds, like serious.
It's so uplifting. It's a wonderful group of people and I feel supported and there's no judgment ever. Like
never.
I can't even tell you. You can say anything. Like I literally cry every call, and like what I mean. Yeah. I've got tissues. Like I'm set up because. Yeah. But it's an emotional release, and it's learning about yourself, and then the flip side. The other thing that really got me was like I was so mad at myself for being this age and not figuring it out. But
do you mind sharing your age?
But yeah, I'm 52.
Yeah. Proud 52.
I'm 52. Yeah. You know,
be proud of it.
And
be proud of your age, whatever age you're at. Today's the youngest you're ever going to be.
I tell people I'm 75, so they think I look young. But really, I'm 52. And and I'm like, oh my God, I've been exhausting myself. Like, oh, this isn't good. I should eat this. I shouldn't. It's exhausting thinking about food all the time. But part of this program also is learning to forgive people in your life for saying things to you, for making you feel a certain way or whatever. But then I realized that I am 100% responsible for how I react, for how I feel, but I'm not responsible for you or you.
Right.
It's just, I'm responsible for me, and I'm kind of combining the two, but having the forgiveness for maybe not doing it before, because I couldn't have done it before.
No.
If I could have done it before, I would have done it.
You would have done it before, exactly.
So having the freedom of the space to know, no, this was the right time, it was the right place. I'm the youngest I'm ever going to be right now, right? Life is still happening.
Yeah, so
amazing things are happening.
If you think about that, in that capacity, being 52, you have decades ahead of you to live in this way.
Nana was 104.
See? You got like another, you're halfway there.
Like, living on a prayer.
That's right. That's right. But like, that's really freeing. Instead of the dead weight of what's behind you and you cannot change,
right?
We work on letting that go, forgiving ourselves, forgiving the people in our lives that maybe the truth is the people in our lives are doing the best they can. And if you get to training video number 4 of the week, I talk about diet culture much deeper. We're all in it, and if you don't know, you don't know.
Right.
So when you look at that capacity, like, wow, my grandmother just didn't know any better. Otherwise, I mean, her intention was that she was doing the best she could.
Right.
So so that's one of my beliefs is I believe we all do the best we can. Otherwise, you would do something different.
Absolutely.
So this expectation of you should have done better is not even possible.
And also learning about why you do things. That's what I've learned from this too. Like going through and really taking a look back, knowing your behaviors and your patterns is so huge, because it's not just to food, it's to relationships, like, friends, like partners. It's so wild to see it. And then like if you're blaming your husband, your wife, your whatever about something, it's like, whoa, wait a minute, how am I making this happen? Right. What am I doing? What's my role?
What's my role?
How am I not loving myself to stand up for myself or to change the situation? Like, it's so freeing. So freeing. That was a huge, I've been stuck in an area for so long, and I'm still like, I'm at the beginning of unsticking it.
Yeah, it's like it's starting to break free a little bit. We're starting to jiggle it around, and it's starting to like shake out a little.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I feel so much lighter. I may physically still be heavy in this moment, but it doesn't feel the weight that I was carrying around, and that's huge. And I think the side effect too is like me, I feel like I was addicted to sugar, like chocolate, like oh my God. I told her I made a decision at one point because I didn't have anything in my life that I was known for. Like if I was on Gilligan's Island, why would they keep me on the islands? Like I'm not baking pies. I'm not like, a professor. So now this doesn't make any sense either. I decided that I want to eat chocolate every day. I will be the one known to eat chocolate every day. Like, what kind of decision is this, first of all? But anyway, and that's what I did. I forced myself to eat chocolate every day. Like, again, it was a habit. I created this habit. I can uncreate this habit, but I needed to know why I did it.
Well, and the other part that makes me think about our identity. So like, right, you wanted to find a role and find meaning in your life. So I'm eating chocolate every day, so I'm important. Everyone needs to keep me on the island because I'm eating chocolate so I can share my chocolate with everybody. I don't know.
It doesn't make sense.
It doesn't have to make sense. So your the beliefs and the things that like some of the underlying stuff of why you compulsively eat doesn't have to make sense. Okay? It probably, most of it won't, or once you uncover it, you are almost like, I feel so embarrassed, or that's so ridiculous. I don't even understand. Why did I lock that in as truth for so many years? We all do it. We all do it. We all do it. And the thing we do in module 8, what if it's a distraction, is the who am I without needing the chocolate.
Yes.
Right. So it's going back to the identity of like, can I reinvent myself, rediscover myself? Who am I without backing myself into this, like, who I don't really even want to be.
Right.
It's like literally you're cracking your shell open. Like, I don't even want to be this anymore. You're cracking the mold.
Yes, and that's what it feels like. That's what it feels like, and it comes like that. Like, you're doing the modules, and you're like, how is this gonna? Oh my god! Like, right?
Yeah. So when that happens, okay. So what I do want to say, and you know, once you get through the training, if you get to video 5, and I talk about going, you know, 2 different directions, and you know, spoiler alert, you can either do this work on your own, or you can come with me. And the thing is, when you get breakthroughs like that, how fun is it that you have people that are like, they're gonna understand why this breakthrough is so important. You gotta share it with like your husband, and you're like, that's great, honey.
They have no idea.
They have no idea. Like the profound insight that you just made.
Yes.
So that's what our calls are for. That's what our group is for. That's what our Facebook group is for. Yeah. Like, you have a place to like share that, and then we're like, what?
Oh my god, yeah. And it's like, I look forward to Tuesdays so much now, and I haven't missed a call. I've been late a couple times. Like,
it doesn't matter. Yeah,
it doesn't matter.
You can jump on late, or if you can come on early and then leave when you need to. I don't care. I'm very easy like that.
Right.
Just attend.
But it's so exciting because you share what you've learned about yourself, and it's not crickets. It's like everybody's like clapping or cheering you on, or just, you know, or if you are vulnerable to say something that maybe is painful, or maybe that you went through, you're not sure, like, you find that you're not alone. Like, somebody else has gone through that too. And then to have a kindred spirit like that, or somebody to talk to or to talk through it, is so freeing. And you feel heard, you feel seen. And you know, and then it's easier for you to learn how to love yourself if you if you haven't already, because they love you. Yeah. They know you're worth it. And then all of a sudden you really start formulating ways of how you can do that on your own. And
I'm getting like all tinglies. I am.
It's like warm and fuzzy.
Yeah, I will get like tinglies once in a while, and like my clients talk, or if I'm like, or I'm connecting, like I have some intuition telling me, like someone pops into my head. Who knows? I might have sent you a direct message because you jumped in my head today. Like, and they're like, what? How is that possible? I was just saying your name yesterday. I don't know, man. I got tinglies and your name came, so I just connected. So what will happen is, even like in our group and your sharing and all of that, like there is this ability then to, like, if you can speak your mind and say what it is you need to say, the thing is, in that safe environment, you're able to experiment. And then when you get out of our safe environment, it's like you have more courage to to dabble in the real world. Yes. It's like it gives you more ammo. Absolutely. Because you have the safe place to kind of like try it out and let it lose its power a little bit.
One of my things was, not feeling like I don't communicate effectively and clearly. And so again, this mindset course, it's a mindset course. It's not a food course. No. It's a huge part of it. But. Whatever, whatever it is for you, you know what I mean? Like, it's a huge part of it for me, but it's not the thing. It's not the food.
She's now getting it.
Not the food.
I said it, and they're like, just trust the process, right? So Colleen is fortunate enough to know me for so many years. Some of you are new to this group. Some of you have been following me for a really, really long time. But hopefully you're getting this feeling that you can trust that there is a process. Like there's a method to the mindset madness, I guess you could say. Yes. That eventually it's like, I hear her say it's not about the food, but like the logical part in the way our diet culture has been brainwashing us. We're drinking the Kool-Aid. Right. Like this, like, yes, it is. Of course it is. Obviously. Yeah. Calories, excess, fat. What do you mean, Dana? Right. But over time, if you're like, okay, I hear her say that, it isn't about the food. The food's the symptom. The behavior about the food is there to teach you, like you said before, the patterns, like this is showing up with food, but then where is it showing up in your job? And it's never just in one place. No. Like, it's never. It might look a little different, but it's always the same kind of thing. Yeah. And I even noticed, if you were on this 5-day program,
that we posted pictures of selfies or you know, whatever pictures that made you feel good. I went back through so many pictures just because it was fun, and I did see the evolution of when problems started happening in my life and how I saw myself getting bigger. And it was interesting also because, and when I say bigger, I shouldn't even say bigger, I should say heavier, because I could see the weight of the world on my face, not the weight of the food. And it was interesting that it was, oh, okay. And I made it about the food then. And I waited this long to realize that. But again, I think I did have to go through everything that I went through, or else I wouldn't have been able to just be like, oh, it's about food? Okay, see ya. Like, I mean, you know, or not about the food and then check out.
Yeah.
So, so that was interesting too, because, and it makes sense, everything I've learned, going back to when I felt better about myself, like it tied in. I was treating myself better as well. So it was really interesting to see the visual.
I didn't realize that.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
So yeah, it's all connected.
It is. So I want you to make a connection between the emotional weight in your life and then the actual physical weight on your body, and see if you can draw any correlations between that.
It's
pretty powerful.
Yeah.
So the weight on your body can start releasing, you can start letting go of it when you honor your mental well-being, your emotional well-being, and your physical well-being.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I see it, I feel it, and I'm just on module 12. Like, I just started that this week, so I'm not even finished with the course, but I mean, I don't know what module we were on, 2, whatever, and I was like, oh my God. And I'm like writing things. I'm like, when's Tuesday? Is it Tuesday?
Yeah.
Tuesday.
It gets to be exciting. So. It's funny how like, so the thing is about doing this work too, you have to be in the right like yes place, because I am responsible to you. I'm not responsible for you. All the coursework's there. The calls are there. I am not holding you accountable. Right? I mean, I'll check in with you, but the thing is, you have to show up for you. That's why I'm like, you're going to join the program when it's calling to you. Yes. When you're like, I am yearning to discover this. This is so fun. This is so interesting. Oh my God. Like, you're getting all these ahas, and those are things that pull you forward into the next module. I have not had to message Colleen, did you do the next one?
No.
That's not, I don't need to do that with my clients.
And it actually came at a time in my life where it was just, you know what? Not another day. Yeah. Not another minute. Not another second. Like, now's the time, because I just don't want to feel like this. I'm an optimistic person. You know me. I'm happy. I genuinely am. But when I'm feeling the weight of something that I know doesn't have to be there, like, and I'm trying to break free, I was just like, no. And Dana like offered it to me. Like, we had a conversation. I was like, yes. Yes, today. And it happened to be a Tuesday.
Yeah. It was like, yeah.
So my modules get released on Tuesdays. Yeah. The calls are on Tuesdays.
Yeah, it's like, something to look forward to. Yeah. And so the other thing I do want to say is that there is this like excitement of like, oh, I want to hurry up and get through it. However, there is something in the enjoyment of the process, and this is why I've made it a 12-month program, because the exciting thing is you can finish the 12 module course. Right. The program's not over. You still join the calls. We're still implementing. You're still integrating, because we go through different chapters and seasons in our lives, and we will constantly redirect. So I have a couple clients who they've finished the course even last year, whatever, they still come to the calls and they still circle back around, because it is a foundation for your life. Yeah. It's a foundation for my life. It's how I live my life.
Right. And I really do believe that it's a lifestyle, a way of living your life. Like, it's not an easy fix. It's not easy.
Yeah.
It's fulfilling, satisfying.
It's worth it.
It's worth it. It's
because you're worth it.
It's worth it. Like, I can't, if you need to message me too, like, you can just message me as well, Colleen Celmer, Instagram, Colleen the person, however you want to find me. I would be happy to answer questions too, because it's changed my life. It honestly has, and I owe you I'm not going to cry again.
You can cry.
I say that in every call. Like, I'm not going to cry. But yeah, like the gratitude I feel, and you can't get this anywhere else. So thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
From the bottom of my heart. You're
Yes.
welcome. Thank you for saying yes, because it's hard. It has been hard for me as a mentor and a coach that I know I have something that's going to fundamentally change somebody's life that I care about, and or I meet and I see that they're in a lot of pain. It is very hard for me to have something that can solve your problems.
Yes.
And they're not willing to go there. It's like, no, I need to go on another diet. I need to, and it's like my heart just cracks for them. So when I have like the people I care about, like they say yes to themselves, I feel so good. Like it is it's like such a win-win. Like you really see that though on the group calls. Those group calls, like I get as much from it as they do. Yeah. Like it feeds our souls. It really does. It's like a very genuine circle of energy of a give and receive, and it is so rewarding.
And I was going to add on to that if you have daughters, if you have nieces, even just any person in your life, they don't even have to know that you're doing anything, but you make their lives better also, just by being like the best version of yourself. That's the only way I can describe it. I know that sounds cliche or whatever, but it's how I feel. It's like when you show up, you always say that, when you show up differently, people around you start acting differently. And so if you're waiting for somebody to do something or whatever, like just be different. Just do you the best you know how. And things do change around you. Maybe the people will change around you. But I think you're giving others the opportunity to be the best selves that they can be. And then again, if you have, like I said, if you have daughters or whatever, and they see you doing this for yourself and loving yourself instead of like beating yourself up or criticizing your body, like we never talk about our bodies or our shapes. Or I don't care what size and shape you are. I know your soul. I know your heart. That doesn't have like a shape or a size or anything. It's like
your spirit and soul connection is like,
that's pure. That's like beyond anything. So you're valuable. You're worthy of love. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what you look like or what you think you look like, or it doesn't matter.
And what I love like about what Colleen just shared on another level of like you being you. Remember on what day did we do the permission slip? Was that day
just
4?
Yesterday?
Just yesterday. Yeah. It's all blending together. So the hashtag I give myself permission, and you did the permission slip. The greatest permission that you can give the young ones around you in your life is you being the best you. That is like, so the way I feel in my community and as a mentor, when I am my best and I do the things, I practice what I preach, I have my morning routines, I have certain things that are non-negotiables, I really do my best, and I'm getting better and better at prioritizing myself and not feeling guilty about it, and actually realizing the magic of what happens in my life when that does happen. That understood, like people witness what I'm doing, and then it's giving other people permission to do the same in their life because they're seeing how it unfolds in my life. So if you can do that for you, that's the side effect. People witness. I mean, you can probably say it for yourself. Like, I don't care what you say, I care what you're doing.
Right. Show
me the evidence. Show me. Stop talking the bullshit you want to see. So it's time. That's time for you to act the part. Who do you want to be? Who are you being? So there's no more talking anymore. It's more about shifting the energy of like, it's time for me to love myself. What would I do if I actually love myself?
Right.
How would I even treat other people if I actually love myself?
Right.
That changes too.
Yes.
Interaction. Your responsibility with your words,
your boundaries,
the boundary. I mean, we didn't even go into boundaries.
There's so much to go into
in this 5-day program. We didn't even go into boundaries. Do you know that is when I have a discovery call with clients, every single one of them talk about boundaries. Every single one have issues with boundaries. And going through this work, can you see how it sort of magically sort of starts forming.
Absolutely. I find myself telling people things and asking for things that I would be like, oh, I can't ask for that because they said this. I've asked and boom, they're like, sure, no problem.
And you're like,
okay, so I'm designing my life to the way I want it to be. And that's not selfish, because if I'm designing it the way it works for me, then you get to design your life the way it works for you.
That's
and surprisingly, it all works together. Because I'm not faking it. I'm not having any resentment.
So here's the thing. She's like on the way, living her best life. Guess what? I'm living my best life. Yeah. Me not living my best life does not make it easier for other people to not live their best. No. That's not how it works. Like we all, it's our responsibility. Life is happening now. Yeah. How are you choosing to live the rest of your life? It's happening now.
Right now. Right.
Well, what was the book that I should write? Do you remember from that group coaching call? It was like, we were kind of joking around. It was about the book that I should write. Because I'm like, I don't know, at some point.
We have to go back.
Yeah. It was something like, how the fuck do you want to live the rest of your life? Or something. It was like, how the fuck do you want to live your life? By Dana Lee Chapman.
What did you buy that book?
When you buy it, how the fuck do you want to live your life?
You better make that
Dana
book.
Lee. Coming to you in the bookstore soon.
Seriously, ask yourself that question.
Really though, really, how do you? It's your choice, and I can help you. Colleen can help you. Our other clients, who I'm going to be sharing some of my client interviews over the weekend with you guys. So thanks for tuning in. I see I had a couple live viewers the whole time, so thank you so much. And what's interesting is, so props to Colleen for finding her voice, doing this Facebook Live, being game for doing it when this is something she's been struggling with, like being heard, using your voice.
Right. Like, thinking that my voice has value to someone, like what I have to say has value. Mm-hmm. But if it's valuable to me, and it's I value this conversation with. Can we give some hearts, please? Can we please heart it up for Colleen? Because, so much of what you shared was tremendously valuable. Thank you. Your story matters, your journey matters, how you got here, and sharing your joy with the world matters. And no more victim, no more food victim, no more whatever victim. It's like 100% responsible for me. That's right. That's right. So thank you guys so much for tuning in and watching me and Colleen share a bit about the awesomeness that is our mindset journey and beyond food, beyond dieting, and what life is really like on this side. It's amazing because it just keeps unfolding to better and better. So, and we're just beginning because you're like just on module 12. I know. Where else can this go? Right? Yeah. Yes. It's another powerful question is how can it get any better than this? Yes. So I've shared with you like how fun and easy can I allow this to be? How can it get any better than this? So if you find yourself saying, this sucks, or, oh man, doesn't it suck that this happened? So these things that happen threes, or, whatever is your day is going to shit, how can it get any better than this? Not, shit, now what's going to happen? Careful. Because that will happen. Didn't we talk about this? Ask better questions, get better answers. How can it get any better than this? Ask better questions, and then let the universe show up and be like, wow, that was awesome. Yes. So, your words matter. Yes. So this mentorship is an answer for you to the question you've been asking. Yes. All right. I shared the link in the description here to join the mentorship. So I have some bonuses, and you can lock in the rate before June 1st. Should you decide to join us on this really fun journey. You can join after June 1st, but the rate's going to go up and the bonuses are going to go away. So I just want you to know that. And all of these videos for the 5-day workshop are coming down. One of the bonuses, however, I'm packaging these 5 videos so Colleen went through the 5 videos. You did the mindset course, but you still got value out of this 5-day training. Absolutely. Yeah. Because there's always something, like when you're focusing on something, you go through it the first time. The next time you look at it, or if you see anybody else going through it and they have something, it's like, and then you see something else. Like you said, there's lots of layers. You can apply this to almost any situation in your life. Yep. Really. Yep. So it's ongoing, lifelong. You always
Yeah.
get value anytime
Yeah.
you show up.
Yeah.
Anytime you show up for yourself.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So, so I'm going to package these 5 videos in the members area when you join the mentorship. So even though they're coming down in the Life Beyond Dieting group, you are going to get those videos when you join the mentorship. So, yay.
Oh, awesome.
Thank you, Colleen.
Thank you, guys.
Okay,
Thank you.
yeah, any connection you want to make to Colleen to ask her questions,
Yeah.
share a bit about your story perhaps. Maybe you've been wanting to share it, but you don't know who to share it with. I'm here for you. Colleen's here for you. And we
Absolutely.
would love for you to like let that out so you can, you know, you're no longer giving your power away. You can get your power back.
Yes.
All right, fantastic. Okay, we will hopefully see you in the mentorship.
Yay.
Bye.
Bye.